review time. Woo! Today on Mumbles, we're reviewing a game. And not just in a game, we're reviewing one of the free games on PlayStation Plus for this month. This game is Drawn to Death. And, yeah, let's jump into this. This one's going to be interesting. So, Drawn to Death is basically a third-person shooter. Online multiplayer only. So there is no real single player to this game, first off. Now this game, basically, the best way I can describe this, and you'll see this on the screen, think of you're in high school, okay? The teacher's boring the crap out of you, so you start drawing. That's basically what this game is. It's basically, all the graphics are drawn style, like you're doodling in your notebook. And that's what this game is based on. Now graphics-wise, this game is very interesting looking, and I do kind of like the graphics. It's very different. It's like doodles, and it's just really, really cool looking. So graphic-wise, this game gets a great score. Now controls-wise, the controls on the controller itself work great, but as far as aiming in the system and the jump button, they could have done a little bit better with that. Also, I would have liked to seen us been able to remap the buttons because jumping is so very important in this game that I feel like having the jump button on a trigger might have been a little bit easier for the player, but I can even overlook that, okay? So, we've talked about the graphics and we talked about the controls. Now, let's get into the heart of this game and talk about the story. This game has no story, it's multiplayer only. So, okay, you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, okay, so let me get this straight, Mumbles. You're telling me this game is basically a new game with no story to it. So it's kind of like Overwatch. Yes and no. There's no real backstory to this game. They haven't built that kind of thing up. It's just some kid's imagination and what he's drawn on a piece of paper. So there is no real story to this game. It is all multiplayer. So now we're going to move on to the cons, guys. And I have a couple for this game. Now, as I said, there's no real story to this game, which is fine. We've seen games like Overwatch do very successful with that. But the fact that the game modes itself in the menu are so confusing is very disheartening. Now, the main problem that I have with this game is simply this. When you go to pick your gameplay, okay, you can go ranked, you can go unranked, and you can go whatever it is, casual or whatever. But you can't pick what game mode you want to play. There's 4 different game modes, Team Deathmatch, and 2 other ones that I can't remember. But you can't play them. They're all picked random. So while you might love Deathmatch, you might hate Team Deathmatch. You can't change that. They are 4 players, so it's 4 players on every game no matter what. They don't have a lot of, you're not going to get a big room of people going because they simply can't play it. So that's another con in my opinion. So this game needed some work in my opinion. And all this lowers the replayability value because it's one of those games that I feel, could have been so much more. Now the other thing that I do want to touch on quickly as a con is this game is very mean to the player. It will tell you that you suck, it will tell you that you're horrible, it will tell you that you're garbage as you do things. Like when you're playing the tutorial, if you die, it'll say, oh my god, I can't believe you just died on the tutorial. Which I don't care, I don't mind, I think it's a unique aspect and look at gaming. But I kind of felt at times like I was playing against a, you know those people that like to talk trash all the time online games? So you're playing and, oh, you're garbage, you're this or that. That's what playing this game felt like to me. Which I'm not hating on it. I'm not knocking the score down any because of it. But it was just an interesting aspect and I'm not exactly sure why they chose to do it that way. I think some of the things they say are funny, but I think that a lot of people will get turned off by the fact that this is going on when you're playing. So, now with these cons and the pros in mind, what is this game going to get on our review? As I said, it's a free game this month on PlayStation Plus, so definitely, without a doubt, regardless, go check it out, make up your mind for yourself if you have PlayStation Plus. But this game is going to get a 6 out of 10 for me. It just was missing those critical Overwatch elements. You know how Overwatch, when you play Overwatch, even when they didn't have like the arcade and all that stuff, their game modes were so good. And the characters were developed that had a story behind them. They needed to develop this game and develop around this game a little bit more, and I think it really could have been something special. Also, increase the size of the team and give us more options as to what game mode we're playing. And I think it could be a 8 out of 10 game. But with its current state, it's only a 6. If it updates, I could see this being an 8 game, no problem. But it just needed a little bit more development. So overall, a good game. I definitely recommend that you check it out because it's a very different experience. But it's not one that I'll probably go back to very often. Anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. Please smack that subscribe button. Ooh, that one was hot. Smack that like button. Smack all those buttons. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.